Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdurrahman, and welcome to another episode of Building in Public. Now, in this project, we are building a professional serverless trading bot with intelligent signal processing, MEV protection, and comprehensive risk management. So, built for serious traders and investors. Now, every single thing you see on this website is AI generated. So I give AI the entire project requirement, and it generates every single thing you see here. But then I'm going to make a little bit of adjustment just so it flows naturally. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump into the code, and I think this button is a bit large, so I'm just going to reduce the size of the button. So I'm going to look for that button, which is this one. What I do is I search this specific keyword, start trading now. And in Visual Studio Code, I use Control F to find that text, and I search for start trading. And I know that I'm on the right button, looking by the gradient color from green to blue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for that for the specific height and width of that button, because I believe this is it. So I'm going to try and reduce this one to say something like 4 and see if that's going to affect the size. If it does, fine. If it doesn't, I will look for an alternative on ways to reduce the size. So what I'm going to do, let's go to global styling, see if we have any button specific styling. So let's go back to the page, the landing page, and I know that I don't have any button specific styling. Then I do have some kind of I think what I'm going to do is, let's say text SM here. See, maybe probably if the text is reduced, we can have the button to be reduced as well. And I apologize for the long loading state, and that's because my computer is kind of chunked up at the moment, and I don't have much space, processing space in it. Yeah, but I think the button, the text is a bit small, and my intention is not to reduce the text, but to reduce the actual height of the button. So then let's do py-0, remove all burden on the top and bottom if we have any. Okay, so it doesn't seem like the pattern is taking effect. So let's do py-0 here. We know that we don't have any pattern applied to this because okay, yeah, so I think this is where the actual padding and stuffs are coming from. We are having a padding of 4 on the top and bottom, which is why you are seeing this py2. And to me, I think that's a bit large, so I've reduced it to 2. And I think that's looking a little bit nicer. I'm reducing the pattern on the x-axis by 2 as well. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm also going to reduce this by 2, and also this one by 2. So we are having padding on the top and bottom to be what? To be 2, and then padding on the left or right to be 2 as well. So I'm also going to reduce the size of this arrow, and that's going to be 4. Yeah, but then the text, I think the text is a bit bold too, right? So I think what I'm going to do, font semi-bold, let's just give it the normal font and see how it looks first before we proceed. So I don't want it to be looking very weird though. Yeah, I think that looks normal. And let's go back here. And I'm also going to reduce this one to where is it, man? Absolute, relative. What I'm looking for is the text or font, right? Let's actually search for font, and that's going to take us to another section. And let's just do semi bold. Okay, I don't think that is applied somewhere. Let's and more. This will bring me back to this specific section, and start trading now. The text should be okay, text large. Font, we can do semi bold on this one. So I think this will do it for the buttons. And right here, it gives us 99% uptime and just a few things to, just market the product. So we have all this information, which is nice. I think they are all nice. So I'm going to reduce the button size for this get started and view documentation as well. So let's say get started for free. And that should also, I'll turn this to 6 and this to 2. And I'm going to turn this to 6. Yeah. So I think this should reduce to the size I want. Also for the font, let's do semi bold. On this one, let's just remove the boldness. Yeah. So I think this is looking a lot better and a lot nicer. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fix this top level text right here. So let's search for advanced. See, advanced Solana trading automation. So let's I think the text I'm supposed to reduce is this one. Let's do LG first. I want the screen to be so let's do 3XL here. Let's do 6XL here. Let's see what we get. I'm going to refresh this. See what we are getting. And I think this looks nice. Yeah. Advanced Solana trading automation. In fact, I think this automation should be part of this. There is no need to have 3-line text. And 2 should be fine, right? So let's refresh, see what we get. And okay, advanced Solana trading automation. Then I think this should be 2XL. That way this text is not going to be too big. All right, looking a lot better, a lot nicer. So I think this will do for now. Let me sign out. I'm currently signed in, so I can go to the sign in page and go to the get started page. So this is what we have currently, and right now we are having paper trading, and I've intentionally tell it to start with the paper trading before we put, we put it into a live trading. So thank you very much. I'll keep you updated and we'll keep in touch. Yeah.